You know, the older I get, the more I'm realizing that sex ain't really that important. Is sex really that important? Once you have really connected with someone, multiple times in your life, like had real bonds and real connections mentally, emotionally, and then once you went through phases, you can call it a whole phase, where you're having meaningless sex or, sex with people who don't necessarily really care about you, you realize what's actually more important. Because I realize when I have the best bonds and connections with women, like of course we're grown, we have sex, but I never really wanted that much. I feel like I know when I really like a woman, I don't crave sex from her so much. I feel like the only times, this is just my opinion and from my experience, I feel like the only times I craved sex a lot from a woman was when I wasn't really into her that much as a person. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it ain't nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? You may not have been interesting to me, or we may not have had a really good bond, but it is possible to be just very attracted to somebody, and the mental stimulation and emotional connection can make you more horny to want to have sex with them more often. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying from my perspective, if I know we're good and we're connected and I really like you as a person, I like your mind, I love your personality, I love the way you treat me, I don't really crave sex a lot, and I don't need it a lot. We can have sex good today and I'll be good for a week, a couple days, a week or two, I'll be good. If I'm enjoying my life with you and enjoying my experiences with you, I know this is probably gonna be an unpopular opinion or a popular opinion, I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, but this is how I feel the older I get. I feel like I don't really need sex. I really don't. I don't feel like I really need it. Once you're working out, you're eating healthy, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't go out, a lot of the lustful feelings just go away. And the older you get, the more you just realize, I really appreciate a real, genuine connection with people in general, not just women or relationships. You just realize when you go your life without having many real connections with people, women, friendships. I have real friendships, but they live so far away. So we haven't been together in a while. So I've pretty much been alone, you know what I'm saying? But I have real friendships, they just live far, so we don't see each other all the time or talk all the time. But once you go through life not having those friends around and having meaningless sex and going out and drinking and smoking and just being around the club scene, you just realize I don't fucking want this. I don't enjoy this. I'm in there looking at everybody and I'm judging for sure. I'm not gonna lie. And I try not to judge. But I'm just in there I don't want nothing to do with this, man. I try not to judge, have your fun. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm out and I see girls all on the floor shaking ass and legs all open, I'm just it just made me realize I crave something I feel like all humans crave, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, and you shouldn't either. We all crave love and genuine connections and real bonds with people. And the more I was around that and participating in that kind of life, basically hookup culture, I realized I don't want this at all. I don't want it around me. Now you could not get me to go out nowhere. I'm not going to no bar, I'm not going to no club, I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking. I don't smoke at all, and I don't drink at all. I might have some wine, maybe. If I get into a relationship, I might drink with my partner. I may go out with her once in a blue moon, it'll be rare. I'm not completely against it, but As a single man, I'm 100% against it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to go out because I'm not gonna find my girlfriend in a club or in a bar, twerking all on the couches and the tables and the floor and all that. You know what I'm saying? Teach his own. Have fun. I don't want to judge nobody, ladies. Have fun, bro. Do what you want. But for me and my purposes, I'm cool on that. But you just realize like sex ain't really important once you've had it with no connections. You just realize like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this? 15 minutes of pleasure, 20 minutes of pleasure, 30 minutes of pleasure, 45, an hour, 2 hours of pleasure, maybe a whole day. And then afterwards you realize like, I don't care about this person at all. I don't like this person at all. Why am I doing this? Like, this is not giving me anything. This is not fulfilling me. For my young men out there, yo, don't do it, bro. Trust me, man. If you a young dude, it's a waste of time, and you're gonna realize when you get older, as the years pass, that it takes way more from you than it gives you. You get absolutely nothing out of drinking. You get no health benefits, and you get absolutely nothing out of having meaningless sex with these girls that don't care about you. You cannot call them. You cannot have real conversations with them. They don't have your back in no situation. Hookup culture is a waste of time, and it's a waste of energy, and it depletes you of your energy, and it keeps you from your purpose. It is a distraction from making money, from building a life for yourself. There's nothing wrong with having one woman that makes your life easier and it benefits you, supports you, and pushes you to be better. But hookup culture is not that at all. It's just a bunch of women that are a distraction, that are keeping you away from your purpose. You're spending money when you participating in that stuff because you're buying liquor, you're going to this girl house, you're going to that girl house, you may be going out here, going out there. All that stuff costs money and it costs time. And by the time you're done doing all of that, you're not working on yourself, you're not working on any goals, you're not going to the gym, you're not doing anything. So, I'm just trying to help you, man. You will thank yourself in the long run for being a lot more focused and putting yourself first. Because trust me when I tell you, a lot of these women are putting themselves first. So you should put yourself first too. Don't waste your time. Sex ain't as important as you think it is. Don't let the internet fool you. Don't let the rap game fool you. Don't let movies fool you. Entertainment industry, don't let it fool you. The music, none of it. Social media, none of it. It's not as important as you think. You're not a man until you can control your lust. You shouldn't be out here super lustful. It's a waste of time, a waste of energy, a waste of money. It's distracting you. It's keeping you from your purpose. It's keeping you from being in the best shape of your life. It's keeping you from building a life for yourself. It's not doing anything for you, I promise you. There's no reason why you should be able to see a girl and not be able to control yourself. Like, you focused in on something, you have tunnel vision on something, and some girl come along with a nice body or that's beautiful or whatever, and it completely throws you off focus, and you're lusting and thirsting over her. Why? Sex ain't as important as you think, man. It's not. You don't benefit from it at all. It's only meaningful when you're doing it with a girl you care about, who's supportive, who understands you, who you're building a life with, who's making your life easier. That's the only time it makes sense. Otherwise, there's no point of meaningless sex with girls that don't care about you. You don't have a future with. You're not gonna build a future with. It's pointless. So don't be that guy. Trust me. You'll thank yourself in the long run. But as I get older, I realize it's not important. It's really not. I can date somebody and, you know, of course, like I say, we have sex, but it don't have to be often. Like, I really don't need it a lot. Like, I really don't. When the bond and the connection is strong and the mental stimulation is strong and the personality is really good, you enjoy each other's time, you really don't need it that much. You really don't. You realize, like, I'm good, yo. Like, I really enjoy you. I enjoy being around you. I don't really need it for real. Like, I'll do it, of course. I'm not trying to say I'm completely sexless, but it's not as important as I thought. It's not important as you think. And you don't need it as often as you think. And a lot of times you realize you even having sex because you just lonely. You just bored. You just got too much time on your hands. You need to do something with that time. Build a life for yourself. Focus on something you love to do. Focus on something that's gonna make you money. Work out. You know what I mean? I hope this video helps you. Help somebody out there. I go by the name of LCO. Love y'all. Peace.